Hey guys, this tutorial is going to be very similar to another one I've done, and it's kind of about getting good drums. I've been listening and looking around on my Ryan NZ forum quite a bit, and there's some awesome songs on there with some great synth work, awesome riffs and melodies. But the song is a little bit let down by the drum section. They're just a little bit weak, and it just kind of got me thinking if people aren't, when they're starting the track, they're kind of maybe just rushing the first part and they're just kind of dragging in some drum samples, making some synths, and then at the end of the song trying to get everything to sound quite big. I personally find that quite hard. I think it's good if you're gonna, you need to get your track started really well. So start it with some, good drums, have good bus systems set up. They're a big key. They're vital. So I'll go about now doing a tutorial and doing a video on how I sort of go about starting my songs, and you might be able to pick up a few things that you can apply to your own productions and help you out. So just to keep things pretty speedy with the video, I have already kind of gone up and set my normal tracks up. So I've got a kick, a mono channel here, and if you want to use two kicks and combine them, that's fine. So two snare channels, two claps, two hats, two audio tracks here for some percussion loops you might have, and just a general sampler here, the EXS 24, and you may use that for some hats and stuff because I do. Anyway, so once you have that, that would there form up your basic drum section. Okay, now then, always use buses. I know I've been doing a bit of work on this lately on the buses in all my videos, but I just can't stress how important it is. So I've done one there, so that was the kick bus setup. I'll just name that actually. Kick, and then obviously holding shift, select your two snares and your two claps, send that off to bus 2, and we're going to be super cool here and combine both those words to make snap, and then of course we'll combine these ones here as well, the hats and percussion, send them off to bus 3 and put hats, perk. I suppose if I was being cool I'd try and combine those two words and make something, but I don't know what you'd do. Perk, something like that. Percats, don't know, doesn't matter. Just select those ones there now, so those are your 3 buses. And obviously, if you don't know what buses are, it's basically, for example, I've sent that channel there of the snare 1, snare 2, clap 1, clap 2. They've all now been sent to this bus called snap. If I had something on each of those channels, and now they're being sent to this channel here, this bus, or a group, basically when I pull this fader up and down, it will control all of the volumes at once. So it makes group processing so much easier. Okay, so once you've got those 3, set up another bus 4, and we're going to call this one, I always usually call it pre-drum. Okay, so those 3 now are going to go all into this one here, and then select, on this one here we're going to do some parallel compression, okay, because that's going to help your drums be real tough. So for example, I've just got these ones here. Well, I've actually just got a kick sample and a snare sample here. Now, another super important thing, select all your individual tracks, okay, so not the buses, just the individual tracks. Select them all, pull all the faders down to like -10 or something, because leave yourself a lot of headroom. If it means you have to turn up your monitors, that's fine, just do that, but just leave yourself with a lot of headroom, and of course it just makes everything at the end of the process of when it comes to mix down your track, it makes everything a whole lot easier. Right, speeding along now. So all I've got is a kick and a snare, but that's all you need just for the demonstration. So this is my pre-drum bus. Okay, now if you want to, you can put on a compressor and do some gentle compression, but don't overdo it because that's what our parallel drum compressor is going to be doing. The pre-drum is to keep all the transients pretty pretty squashed free. So then we set up a send, so don't go to the output 1, 2, this time go to send. Send 5. And we'll just call this one, oops, short for parallel. Okay, now bring the fader down because we're only going to be bleeding in a tiny bit of this channel. So this one here, I usually, for my parallel compression, I'll use the vintage warmer, and of course put it on fat, whatever I do, drive, put the knee way up, the speed about there. This is just very fast and rough. And then at the moment nothing's being parallel compressed because I haven't yet fed any of this channel into this parallel compression channel. But you'll see once I do, it starts to make things sound a bit fatter and louder. I can't tell very well because I'm not listening through my monitors, so hopefully you can hear yourselves. Something like that. Just keep playing around with the the level of the parallel compression bus, and with the send here, and with the amount of compression, stuff like that, and you'll soon see obviously that you're getting your drums to sound a whole lot tougher. If I was to, it sounds louder, but also I know there's that rule where even though it sounds louder, it might not be better. But if you keep playing, you will get your drums to sound a whole lot tougher. Now then, what you do from there is select those two and send them off to a final drum bus, like so. Drums, and now everything. Say you had a full drum track right here, they would all be controlled with the volume and some final processing if you want to, with this one fader right here. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. But it's kind of just aimed in a way to get your drums really good to start your track off, and then when it comes to laying in some synths, the whole track comes along a whole lot better, sounds better. So hopefully that helps a few people out who are struggling to get their drums to sound big and tough, and their song doesn't quite sound as good as they had hoped. So yeah, and also head over to my forum. It is ryannz.com/forum. So yeah, check it out if you want to. Alright, thanks guys.